All right. 16 minutes. She knocked it out of the park. She's faster than JC and Ron and I put together. Well, guys, Troy here. I just want to welcome everybody tonight. Look, this is exciting. I know you can tell in Dana's voice and JC's voice that we've got something big. So here's the deal. I know somebody's out there saying, show me the money. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the money. Why? Because when you've got an opportunity that is promoting products this powerful, standalone, one-of-a-kind products, you obviously want to know that the opportunity is going to be backed with a financial income. And this is what we're going to go over. Excuse me, still got a little bit of chest cold. Now, this company pays 8 ways. Say 8 ways. Probably the regular job pays 1. You exchange your time for money, and we're not doing that here. We're building a future and an empire heading towards financial freedom. So let's start it. Let's start this thing right now. First way is preferred customers. 2 different ways this works. Someone can go to your duplicated website and they can buy, let's use F21 for example. The retail cost is $70. The wholesale is $50. You will make the 5% off the $50 as it goes through your organization for that month. And you also make the $20 override, so your profits are better than wages, and you will keep the profit of $20 for someone who goes to your site and buys at retail. Also, a preferred customer, the other way is that someone can come in and buy wholesale. And how do they do that? I'm glad you asked. They come in at $30 a year, and that's like their membership at a wholesale club like Sam's and so forth. So when they come in at that $30, now they can buy all 3 of the products plus the other 1 or 2 that we'll bring out at launch. So now they can buy at $50 for the F21. So one-time investment of $30. A preferred customer can have wholesale from that point on, and that is awesome. Why wouldn't they do that, right? All right. The second way, crown distributor. Now you want to come in as a distributor to be in the matrix. That's just basically owning your own business, kind of coming in as a franchiser, if you will. When you come in as a crown basic distributor, it is a one-time $30 membership fee, and it's a minimum of 50 PV, all right, points volume. Now, basically that is 1 bottle of F21, right? Now you have become an active distributor, and you get paid down 2 levels in your organization, okay? Now remember, this is a 3x7 matrix. Don't let that scare you. If you don't understand, that's okay. You'll get paid anyway. Here's the thing. A 3x7 matrix basically says your first level is 3 people, 3 business builders. Your next level is 9, and then 27, so forth, so on, down to your 7th level. As a basic distributor, you get paid right here, 5% on your first 2 levels. All right, that's 12 people. Nothing wrong with that, right? And there's also 2 upgrades. Well, I'll go over that in just a second. Now, this is impressive right here. This is a very big fast start bonus to put money in your pocket right now. The pay period starts Sunday morning and ends Saturday night. So when your pay period ends Saturday night this week, next Friday, you will have money in your account for the activity that you produced this week. And here's how this works. Look right where it says 25%. Everybody that you personally bring into this business, whether they come in as a basic distributor, a Ruby and Emerald upgrade, you make 25% on that person's order and any other order they place in the first 30 days. All right. Now, here's where it gets impressive. Let's say that person brings in 2 people. All right. You will make 10% on those personals, and so forth, so on. It goes down. It shows this going up, but I'm kind of half Cajun, so I like to show it going down. All right. I sponsored Joe. I make 25% on his first order. He sponsors Sue. I make 10% on hers, and Sue sponsors Tracy, and I make 10% on Tracy's. That is a huge payout right here on the fast start, fast track bonus, and that is 45%. And you'll understand why I said 45%. Well, where's the other 5% go if they pay out 50% of all bonuses and all commissionable products? Well, glad you asked. Look at number 4. Fast track bonus pool. Does anybody like swimming? Well, I like swimming, but I definitely like swimming where they have a pool that has to do with some money. 5% left over from the fast start bonuses they add in with 1% global sales. Now you've got a huge amount of money in this pool. Well, how do you dip into this pool? Well, here's how you do it. There's 2 ways that you can get this fast track bonus every month, and you can do it 2 or 3 times a month if you're a big builder. The first way is you get 3. You sponsor 3 personals, and you help those 3 sponsor 3. Okay? That's simple enough. In a calendar month, you will get your share of this bonus pool right here. And I believe JC said it's about $480, their first bonus pool that they received. Nothing wrong with that, right? Just money in your pocket on top of the first 3 ways. The second way you can enter this pool, if you look right here, I went over the basic package. That's coming in as a $30 membership and at least one F21 or Pearl product at $50. That's equal to 1 point. A Ruby package is a $500 package. It's all product now, remember. You need product to promote. The Ruby package is $500 for 10 bottles, and you make 2 points. Emerald is $1,000, 20 bottles, or you can mix and match, and it's 3 points. So if you get any combination of rubies, emeralds, and basics in a calendar month that equal these 12 points right here, now you get your share of that pool again. So you can do this once or twice, as many times as you want to, guys, and you can keep dipping into that pool. And believe me, as this company grows, it's going to continue to grow, and so will that pool. Now let's go over the uni-level progression. Here's how it is. This is basically what this means, guys. Remember, you come in at Crown, you get paid 2 levels, right? Well, if you look down right here, this is the level and depth that you get paid as you progress in this comp plan, okay? Nothing wrong with sharing it with a few that share it with a few, and every single month you get to graduate up in levels, right? Well, the next level would be Sapphire Crown. You still have a $50 auto ship, $1,000 in volume moving through your total organization, including your auto ship, 3 personals, and you get to jump down an extra level. So it went from 2 levels to 3 levels. Now, at Ruby, let's talk about that. Ruby, you get to come in through pre-launch and upgrade right away to Ruby, $500. That's 10 bottles of F21, and you get paid down to 4 levels. So why is this important? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you came in at Crown, how many levels did you get paid down? You got paid down 2 levels, okay? Well, it might take you, let's say, 3 months to hit Ruby. But if you upgraded right now when you came in at Ruby, now you get paid 4 levels. So this 2 levels right here that might take you 3 months to get to, you leave all that money on the table when you have people down in this organization further than your second level at Basic Crown. So now you don't leave any money on the table, and you're getting paid 2 extra levels. And obviously these levels grow by three times, 3, 9, 27, and 81, and so forth. So this is one good reason why you want to look at upgrading if you've came in as a basic. And Emerald, let's talk about Emerald real quick. Emerald is $1,000. This is an investment, not an expense. You get to maintain these 2 levels at Ruby and Emerald, and you never go backwards, okay? You keep these levels, these titles, and you don't go backwards. This is like coming in at Emerald at $10,000 of volume in your total group. You're still on a $50 auto ship. You sponsored 3 people, and now you get to go down an existing 1 more level in this 7-level matrix, right? So these are big ways to come in and not leave any money on the table. Excuse me. So let's jump to this Crown Triple Diamond, guys. This is where everyone needs to focus at, and I believe when we get through with this PowerPoint, you'll understand why. Here's what I want you to think about. At Crown Triple Diamond, something magical happens in this comp plan. This is the biggest comp plan I've ever seen with some of the biggest bonuses. All the way up to Crown Triple Diamond, you get paid at 7 levels, which in a total matrix, if you just had a total matrix, is 3,600 people. If everybody was on, had 2 customers, that's 9,800 people. That is a good amount of income. But at Crown Triple Diamond, here's what happens, guys. Ready? Say you're ready. Here we go. At Crown Triple Diamond, this 6th way we get paid, this bonus kicks in. Now you make 3% on all the cells in your organization below your 7th level. So it opens up the gates to go down, and I can promise you this, and Ron will testify, so can JC, your organization will never stop at 7 levels. You can't make it stop. This is a compounding comp plan, and it will exponentially grow like a little pebble going down a mountain, and the snow turns into a huge avalanche. Why? Because people doing the same thing and leveraging other people. This could be down to 100 or 200 levels deep. You make 5% all the way to your 7th level, and when you hit Crown Triple Diamond, it opens up. Now you make 3% on all the volume in your organization below that 7th level, guys. I need you to think about that tonight. You might need to get some NyQuil. That is huge. That is huge. Let's go to the 7th way. This is called the round table breakage pool. Ludaxx pays out 50% on every commissional product. Every other company has something called breakage, and the distributors do not benefit. This is the first company ever to share their breakage pool with us, the distributors. Why? Because this company is awesome. Number one, the owners understand the power of promoting something and taking care of their distributors, and that's why you're at the right place at the right time. And Ron will testify that he, in his 3 biggest years at Monavie, his breakage was $128 million. That went past him and me and everybody else straight up to corporate. What this company says is they're going to make sure it's paying out at a 50%. So all the breakage, whatever it takes to get to that 50% right here, the company takes from that breakage pool and puts back into the distributor's pockets through car programs, trips, bonuses, cash. And I'm telling you guys, that is big. Can we get a woo-woo for that? And we'll move on to number 8. Another reason why you want to focus on Crown Triple Diamond, guys, is this 2% bonus pool globally on all cells are deposited into this pool. There's no Crown Triple Diamonds right now, so you can believe the first 2 or 3 people that hit this Crown Triple Diamond level will be making a huge, could be in the thousands of bonus on top of the first 7 ways you get paid every single month, guys. This is the biggest comp plan we've ever seen with the best product on the planet. This is a win-win for everybody. That is the 8 ways to get paid. So how do we build this? Well, this is very simple. We're going to teach you, and we're going to repeat it over and over again until you finally understand that promoting and building by the power of 3 is phenomenal. Here's how it looks. You are at the top. You are going to sponsor, with our help through calls and webinars and presentations, 3 people. That's your front. You're going to sponsor way more than 3, I promise you. I think we're at like 8 or 9 right now. Okay? That's okay. Your top 3 builders are right here. Not just someone that came in as a customer. We'll put them down in the organization to help them benefit this person. But your top 3 builders that come in and say, I am ready, where they come in at Ruby or Emerald, they go at your front line. Your next level down holds 12, and this is where your existing 4th person on will fall down this organization to create momentum, energy, and to help this person it's building, right? And this continues to go on from your 4th person to your 50th person and on. When you're talking about Ron sponsoring almost 300 people, they will all fall down below on these 3 teams, guys. This is powerful. This is powerful. This is a very powerful comp plan. It's 3 getting 3. If you duplicated this, sponsor 3 this month in July, and let's help these 3 get their 3 in August. You could duplicate this and fill up your matrix by the end of the year and be doing well over $25,000 a month in residual income, guys. That is extremely powerful.